Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is a stunning morning here, and on this one we're going to talk about everything that has happened this season. So our season started right here at the monument at Ashridge Estate. First race of the season was with our club, Ashridge, and the Ashridge 10K. This was the start of mine and Dizzy's second Canicross season. So the season before we'd done a handful of races, well, the Ashridge race being the only one that was Canicross specific. Everything else was like bolted onto the front of human races or maverick races. So last summer was our first real sort of summer of building into a Canicross season. So we managed to hit Ashridge 10K with a nice sort of level of building into the season. We just started a half marathon training block and I was really excited to see what we could do. It was a pretty tough course, the first race of the season. Hilly, lots of stones to start with. We had to do lots of training to try and get Dizzy more comfortable running on the stones. Hasn't really worked. In all though, it was a really good start to the season. And we actually managed to get our first ever top 10 finish in a race. Then 1 week later, we decided to do a last minute entry before the half marathon started because we realised we weren't going to be able to race until basically the half marathon. So we thought we'd get one more quick race in, and we entered our first ever Canicross Midlands race at Box End. This was our first ever attempt at the 5k distance. We entered knowing that we should pretty much beat our 5k PB, which stood at about 21.5 minutes or something like that, and we're setting a 10k race about 8 or 9 months before that. So we were very much beginners when we set that. So that was like the we should do this goal. Then our other sub goal was to try and break 20 minutes for the 5k as well. Dizzy loves to run on grass. He just about discovered running in a gallop for a long time, and it's an all grass course. So I was very keen to see if we could do that. And we had a great time, and we managed to break that 20-minute barrier by about 6 seconds. Come on, Diz, let's go. Come on, let's go. Oh, amazing, Dizzy. And then we fell in love with the 5k distance. So after Canicross Midlands, we had a long wait and loads of training to do for our next race, which was our half marathon, which was our big goal for the first half of the season. We headed over to the Maverick race in Oxfordshire, which was absolutely brutal. It was the hardest race we've ever done. Oh dear God. Elevation was mad, but Dizzy absolutely smashed it. He was insane. I was so proud of him. Our longest run ever, our longest race ever. And we actually finished first dog by about 20 minutes. So second half of the season, post-Christmas, we decided we were going to take on the world of Canicross 5k racing, and we threw ourselves into every 5k race that we could find that was within reach. That being said, we actually started with a 7k race. at Salsey Forest. Steady. Again, not ideal conditions for us, but Dizzy put together a really, really strong run. I forgot, just before the half marathon, we also did the waterside 10 miler the week before as a warm up. That was our first ever podium, although, as you see from the video, didn't all go to plan. So far, there is way more tarmac than you could ever expect for a Canicross race. We're running down a road. A far from ideal course, very narrow mass start. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check the video out. Then, the following weekend, we had our most epic weekend of racing to date. Amidst all the frost and frozen ground, we headed up to Solihull Riding Club for our second Canicross Midlands event. We ran our fastest ever average pace for a race. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Good boy! So our run at Canicross Midlands actually left us in a podium position in second, although we couldn't go back and defend our podium the next day as we were booked into the Raw Trails 5k at Thetford. So that Thetford race will forever live long in my memory. It is, to this very day, the best race we've ever done. It was that perfect combination of perfect weather, nice and frosty and really cold for Dizzy to go fast, perfect course, and us being at a really, really good level of fitness coming off a half marathon block. Our goal for the whole second half of the season was to get 18:59 or something slightly below for the 5k. I felt like we could do that. Come on, Diz. I felt like we could do that after our box end run with some improvements that we worked hard on. But oh my, we blew it out of the water. We ran a 5k PB of 18:17. Left. Come on, last bit. Come on, Diz. Oh my God, this is amazing. So after we smashed the time goal for the season, we decided to try and take on some of the harder 5k events the UK has to offer, starting with the Newnham Bark, and it's quite appropriate we're going uphill. So Newnham was the most technical and hilly 5k we've ever done. It is possibly also, no, not even possibly, I'm pretty sure it is the most fun that I've had running 5k with Dizzy. Scratch that, it's the most fun that I've ever had running. It was super tough, but we managed to come first in our category on both days. It was the first full weekend race we'd done. Dizzy absolutely smashed it again, and his descent on the second day was just 8 minutes of epicness. Good. Good boy. Yep, let's go. Smile. Let's go. Good boy. I'm going to put it up as a separate video at some point this summer. After Newnham, we put a bit more training in. Ready? Ready, ready? Let's go! Good boy! And then had our first ever experience of a CaniX race, where we went to Sence Valley, which was another tough technical course, but again, a lot of fun. Ready, Dizzy? Ready, ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Yep. Good boy! Look at these. Beautiful. Ready, Diz? Let's go. Again, Dizzy managing to pull us to first place in our category, and I think second overall, although they don't really score in overallness. But yeah, I think we were second fastest round the weekend out of everyone. By that time, we were now into the spring, or what we're trying to call spring in the UK. As you can see, we're in early summer and we're still traipsing through mud. And we headed off to Canicross Midlands season finale over the Easter weekend, which was 4 days of racing. The most amount we've ever done back to back. A really, really competitive field. Brilliant course. Dizzy ran 4 amazingly quick times, mostly around the 2.6k short course, which is about 9.5 minutes, and once around the 4.5k, which we did in about 17, which was actually good enough for us to get 5th place in the men's category. Then it was on to Maverick with my brother Ian, which we thought was going to be our final race of the season. We got a ridiculously quick lead out off a line from Sarah and Poppy, the British Canicross champions, which flung us well ahead of Ian and right out the front of the race. They peeled off and did the 8k course. We stayed and did 14, and Dizzy was first dog by, literally a mile, and actually pulled me to second place out of about 180 or something like that. which would have been an amazing finish to the season. Considering we'd run that Maverick race the previous year and finished about 20 something, and in much tougher conditions, we were about 5 or 6 minutes quicker as well. Good boy, well done. There we have it. Run done. What a beautiful run. Yes, so Maverick, we thought Maverick was it for racing, but then the helpful British weather stayed nice and cool, and we managed to get another one in at the Fur Nation. This was the craziest start that we'd ever had. Absolutely bonkers waved start among some of the fastest teams in the country. But Dizzy smashed it again and pulled us to gold medal for Scotland. And then that was it. That was our second Canicross season done. Which was your favourite race of ours that we've done this season that you thought Dizzy particularly smashed? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear. So looking back over the season like we've just done, I am absolutely chuffed to bits with how far Dizzy has come. We've gone from just starting to run hard over the last summer, putting in really fast kilometres of full gallop, broken up by really fast trot, which is where we were at the end of last season. And then since Christmas, over the 5k distance, he's gone to another level. He's been so epic. I'm really proud of you, mate. We've still got loads of summer running to do, but that was our second Canicross season and an absolutely epic one. I'm delighted with how it went, and we are very excited to see how we get on next season after we get another summer of fun runs and some bit of base fitness for me in, and we're going to see how we do next season. Remember, if you like the videos and you've enjoyed watching our full season, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and me and Dizzy will see you on the next one.